dear readers, once again we offer love through these messages of hope and information. You are the way showers, and as such, some of you are experiencing criticism from those around you who want you to be more three-dimensionally involved and who interpret your silence as doing nothing. Because you are aware of the bigger picture, you are bringing in and holding light for the collective. It may seem as if you are doing nothing, but in reality, you are doing everything. You are the mechanics helping to keep the engine of Ascension running, creating a new world consciousness. Never believe that resting in silent awareness of oneness and truth is doing nothing. Be patient, dear ones, for there is much more to come. Try not to get emotionally involved in troubling situations, but rather learn to step back as observers, silently and secretly, knowing that a spiritual reality always underlies the outer scene. Staying centered and aligned with truth, rather than with appearances, opens you to receive information from within about what is going on. Take this understanding with you into the voting booth, as it will enable you to intuitively bypass the rhetoric and political bluff towards the candidate most closely aligned with unselfish motives. Spiritual gifts are to be lived and utilized in every moment of ordinary daily living, not to be filed away and called upon only for special occasions. Be prepared to hear about the exposure of pockets of dense, dark energy. Practices, beliefs, and actions long hidden from the majority are beginning to surface. The light created by every enlightened consciousness, as well as that flowing through now open spiritual gateways, is dissolving. Heretofore, closed doors allowing access to hidden places that have served the energetically dark. Many will be shocked by some exposures, especially those who remain asleep in third-dimensional living. They will deny or say that the world has reached a new low, but nothing being exposed is or will be new, rather these things are only now being brought to light, and this will continue for some time yet. Current events are forcing many who have been living comfortably in duality and separation to begin examining their personal belief system, which is an important step toward awakening. Moving to a new level of awareness always begins with introspection, a pondering of the aspects of one's life that have begun to feel complete, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Ascension is not a one-time event as many believe, but is infinite. As you attain and live from each new level of spiritual understanding, more unfolds that moves you beyond your present level and into the next. Evolution is the infinite process of remembering one's self to be self and all that this means. This is what mankind has been doing in each of their hundreds of lifetimes. Evolution is slower and more of a process in three-dimensional energy, because the density of the physical body only allows it to integrate the higher light frequencies gradually. Each individual's readiness is determined by their higher self. Know that conditions of good humanhood are no more real than bad humanhood. Most religious teachings give you techniques for attaining good humanhood, and everyone rejoices when a bad appearance changes into a good appearance. As creators, never forget that if you believe in and seek human good, you are automatically in alignment with human bad, for they are simply two ends of the same three-dimensional duality stick. You, as spiritually aware individuals, are ready to cease seeking for good appearances while trying to eliminate the bad ones. Your work now is to realize that the divine consciousness you are, is already whole and complete. When you attain that state of consciousness, it will automatically manifest outwardly as what appears as human good in accord with your individual needs or preferences. Because there is only one, consciousness is always seeking to align with itself. Each person's consciousness acts like a magnet, drawing to them whatever energies are in alignment and then automatically expressing them. There is no unexpressed consciousness. This is why it is so important to ask yourselves, what am I holding as truth in my consciousness? Because wholeness and completeness are qualities of divine consciousness, they are the reality, held infinitely in place by divine law. At this point your primary goal must become the realization that every quality of God is already fully present within you, even if it doesn't seem that way, rather than dilly-dallying around in third-dimensional concepts and beliefs which can only serve to keep you experiencing them. Truth is infinite and real, but for the most part, mankind's awareness of it has been blocked because third-dimensional energy is unable to align with anything higher. The higher frequencies of light now flowing to the collective are enabling many to align with and receive information from previously unavailable sources in the higher dimensions. Because of this, many of you are starting to have or are having more psychic experiences. Lives lived completely in third-dimensional energy are like going to a movie where the curtain remains closed. You hear and see bits and pieces, but are unable to actually understand what is really happening, and so make up what you think is happening. Every person there will have a different story based on their life experiences and states of consciousness. This is what every life lived fully in dimensional energy has been lifetime after lifetime. The curtain is opening, the wizard is being exposed as nothingness, and mankind is beginning to see. Some will try and are now attempting to reclose the curtain, because having it remain shut is comfortable and familiar. Others are desperately holding the curtain shut because they do not want you to see the real story. Know that you have the power to choose how you want to view the movie. As good as things may have seemed in the past, everything still resonating with old energy is quickly becoming obsolete, in order to make room for new universal awareness. Always remember that nothing real can ever be lost, but rather simply returns again and again in higher and better forms. Do not grieve the past, dear ones, everything real is forever held in place by divine law. Relationships may change, but the love that creates them is forever. Rest when you feel the need. Eat lighter and more nutritious foods, or don't eat at all if you are guided to. You are experiencing tremendous change on many levels at this time that often leave you feeling tired, sick, and depressed. Try not to immediately run toward three-dimensional solutions for your discomfort because drugs alter your energy field. Use natural remedies if you feel the need for relief from Ascension symptoms. It is better to just ride them out and trust, resting often and listening to your intuition. Some of you continue to struggle in an effort to keep certain parts of your life working the same way they have in the past. In order for anything to work, relationships, friends, foods, entertainments, etc., there must be energetic alignment. Your inner work has shifted your frequencies to new levels, leaving you out of alignment with many things that up to now have been a big part of your life. This does not mean that any of these things were wrong, it simply means that you have graduated and are no longer in energetic alignment with them. Because your energy has become more refined, certain foods that you enjoyed in the past have become energetically denser than your personal energy. This is often the point at which some become vegetarian. If you enjoy and want to continue eating meat, choose that which holds clean, healthy, happy energy, and not energies of fear and suffering. We have spoken of all these things before, but it is important to reiterate because many, even those seemingly very awake, continue to resist truth if or when it interferes with their lifestyle, choosing to look first to commonly accepted third-dimensional information for answers, rather than going within and allowing their intuition to guide them to what may actually turn out to be a seemingly three-dimensional solution. You are ready, more than ready to be the truth you know. If you choose not to, you align yourselves with much that is rapidly dissolving. Gaia, who is a living soul and not a ball of dirt, is ascending, and you can go with her if you choose. Like it or not, ascension is happening. Cease from the struggle and rest in what is. We are the Arcturian group,